Hey guys, so let us explore some of the reasons of the recent crash, as people like to call it. In my opinion, it's not really a crash, it's just a healthy correction. And now, why do I say that? Because altcoins had a really big bull run in the month of January by December end, and so did the Bitcoin, right? It went up all the way from $8,000 to $19,000. So, in my opinion, it's just a healthy correction. But I think that the market would have kept moving upward if these factors were not into existence. So what I mean to say is that if these were not the reasons, the market would have probably Bitcoin would have reached maybe 20 or 25k, or Ethereum would have reached maybe 2000k, 2000k the way the market was moving. And these are some of the factors why market has gone still. Not only still, but it dropped actually. So let's go ahead and explore those. Now, once again, welcome to Crypto Conversation. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And this is not a financial or investment advice, just my personal opinion. So one of the biggest reasons that I see is the Tether scam that we spoke about in the morning, that they getting a subpoena from US government that, asking them to prove that you have all the money, all the US dollar reserve that you claim to have as 2002 billion circulation of Tether in the market. Show me where is the money, right? That was the first one. And I guess they have failed so far, or they have not been able to do that. Of course, it actually raised a concern on the integrity of the Tether and Bitfinex. And so the volume has dropped down because most people thought, oh, excuse me, what exactly is going on here? Let me just check, right? So that was one of the reasons. The second reason is BitConnect. Now, why do I say BitConnect? I know it was a Ponzi scheme, okay? But however, what BitConnect used to do is BitConnect used to introduce new people into cryptocurrencies. So they had a lending platform wherein people used to give their Bitcoin in order to get fixed return, even though it was a Ponzi scheme. But I think people were it was also a way of new people to get to enter into BitConnect, because people used to introduce them into this BitConnect system, maybe in the name of Bitcoin, calling them that they will be another Bitcoin or another Ethereum or whatever, calling them that Bitcoin is another cryptocurrency, which actually they were not. But anyway, there was new bunch of people coming into cryptocurrencies and buying their Bitcoin, and that flow has stopped. So obviously no more buying of Bitcoin, at least from those set of people, right? Third one is CoinCheck. The recent hack, one of the biggest exchange in Japan got hacked. 500 million of NEM got stolen, right? And I think CoinCheck took a halt. So no more trading, no more buying, no more selling. That was another FUD that was created. That was from the Japan. That's reason number 3. And of course, there are more reasons. And I want to hear from you, what are the other reasons that you can think of, right? Fourth one, the biggest one, maybe not so biggest, but this was from the Indias. The other day, the Indian media interpreted a news from Parliament thinking that it's a ban on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. They spread the news all over this, and people started selling their Bitcoin. People actually sold their Bitcoins at as low as 2 lakh in that FUD. So this is one of the reasons, once again, for the recent market crash. Number 4. Number 5 is Facebook bans all cryptocurrency ads. Now this also created a big FUD, especially for the newbies, right? So somebody who is just getting started into cryptocurrency, buying their first Bitcoin, not knowing the fundamentals of what exactly Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are, it's very easy for them to become the victim of these FUDs like this. Oh my God, Facebook banned Bitcoin and cryptocurrency ad, there must be something wrong. Let me do something best I can. This was another FUD created by Facebook. This is number 5. Number 6 is a recent one, which was announced, I guess, yesterday or day before, that all the major banks from USA, like Bank of America, Citigroup, and JP Morgan, they collectively came together and they said, listen, we are not going to support any credit card payment for Bitcoin. And that is still on. So there is no more buying with using this credit card. This is another FUD. And the last but not the least is Monero gold scam. Now it's so easy nowadays to create a token on Ethereum called the ERC20 token and put it there for the ICO, and go ahead and participate, give your Bitcoin, give your Ethereum, here are your tokens, not knowing what are those tokens meant for. Especially when you have a token which is branding themselves like this, calling themselves Monero Gold, that's the biggest red flag for me. So this is what exactly happened. I would love to make a separate video on this, but since I'm talking about all the words, all the reasons of the recent market crash, I have to include it. So Monero Gold was an ERC20 token on 29th of February. It had a market cap of about a couple of, let me check, a couple of millions dollars. This also turned out to be a scam. So here's an article which talks about what Monero Gold scam was all about, and I'm sure it doesn't take more than half an hour for anyone to create a new token, guys, on Ethereum contract. ERC20 token doesn't take more than half an hour, and that is what is written here on the article. So Monero Gold is another scam. So as you can see, guys, there has been a collective number of all these words around there, and I strongly think if these were not the reasons, these were not the factors right now, I think market would have seen an upward movement. So maybe we would have been talking about Bitcoin anything about 20, or maybe Ethereum. So I think we would have probably crossed a $1 trillion market cap as well. What's your opinion, guys? Let me know if there is any other word that you would like to add to these list of word right here. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.